Hey YouTubers, welcome back. We are once again in the poorly lit shed, my little workshop, I guess. I've got some things here that I want to play with today. I've got this, and sorry if you can't really see me. I tried to use the wide angle lens on this camera so that I can be seen and all that, but I don't know how well it worked. But anyways, I've got a couple of camping stoves, some lightweight backpacking type stoves. um, this is the one I've been using lately. It's I don't even know what it is actually. Coleman Max. Show you the brand Coleman Max, and just your standard fuel can on there. This one's really nice. The little legs fold up, nice and flat. You pull the stove off the can, and it just packs down into a really small package. It's nice that way. Being able to go real small like that. But that one works really well. I've been using that for a while, and was digging around in my camping gear, and I saw this old thing, and I went, man, I haven't touched this thing in like, I don't know, 5-10 years, something like that. And just for fun, I cracked the cap loose on the fuel canister. It's all a single unit, and you just pour fuel in here. I cracked the lid loose, and it still had pressure on it. This is one of those, you pour fuel in, and then you pump it up, and you get pressure, and then it runs through, and it burns, and it's really nice that way. And this is a Coleman Dual Fuel. I don't know how well that shows up on the camera, but it's a Coleman Dual Fuel 533. They call it dual fuel because you can run either the Coleman white gas or Coleman fuel, I guess they call it. I don't know. You can run the white gas, or you can run just regular unleaded gasoline, which is dirt cheap, easy to come by. And that's what's really nice about this setup is you can get gasoline, which right now current prices are roughly $2.50 for a gallon of gas. So, to fill this up is like 50 cents versus, I don't even know, how much is it for one of these cans? Anyone that uses these things, I'm sure you know very well how much they cost. I haven't used this thing in a while, so I haven't bought a fuel can for this thing in like over a year. I don't know what prices are, I can't remember. But I know it's a lot cheaper to get fuel for this guy. And it's readily available anywhere you go. This one is, sporting goods stores have them, maybe some like bait and tackle shops, stuff like that. But I mean, it's super simple to use. You get the thing screwed onto the can. You turn the little knob on, and I'm just going to use a torch instead of a match. Oh, maybe I'll use a torch. So you get it lit, and then you turn the knob. Come on, light. There we go. Very faintly. There it goes. Okay, we're burning. We have heat. It's there it is. I can feel the heat. Not great heat, but we have heat. So turn that up. There we go. Now we got heat up here. So I can put like a pan on here or a little pot or something. I can boil water, which is one of the easiest ways to cook outdoors. Just boil water. You can get those freeze-dried food pack things, like Mountain House brand or whatever your favorite brand is. And that heat actually felt really good for a minute there. It's cold out here in the shed. I really wish I had a heat source out here, but I don't. At least not a good one, not a reliable one. So anyways, this one's really simple. You turn the knob and light it. Simple. This other one, you pour your gas in here, which it comes with a funnel. Show you the funnel. It's a filter funnel. Funnels the fuel in, all that good stuff. And this actually came with the little stove. And before anyone says anything about my messy workstation here, I know it's a mess. I need to clean it up. That's a project for another day. But for right now, I pulled this thing out of storage and was like, ooh, I want to play with it. So we're out here playing with it. So anyway, it had gas in it still. So I dumped the old gas out. I'm going to put some fresh gas in there, and we'll see if it'll even work, if I need to mess with it some more, clean it off, whatever. So we take our cap off, and we get our filter funnel out. and it is really cold out here. And I tried some. I've got some work lights up. There's one over there. There's another one up there. So hopefully you can see well enough that it won't be too big of a deal. I'm not going to fill this thing up because I just want to play with it. I just want to see if it'll work. And I went and got some gas the other day, so we've got fresh fuel here. We're just going to dump a little bit in, just enough to make it work. That's honestly probably more than I need right there. The filter funnel is nice because you don't have to worry about crap going down inside there and messing things up for you. You just have good, clean gas in there. Of course, if you get good, clean gas to start with, you're already one up on the game. So you put your cap back on, and you make sure it's good and tight. And I can't even remember how you're supposed to light this thing. I actually have to read the instructions on it. So I will read the instructions for you. Filling instructions. We already did that. So, no worries. Oh, okay. So it shows you the different lever positions. So this lever here controls the flow of fuel through the tube and into the burner assembly. It shows you off, low, high. So I guess you want to light it in high. Okay, lighting instructions. Red fuel lever must be off. Open pump one turn. So this is the pump here. You open it. Come on, open. One turn. That is more than one turn. I guess you actually have to pay attention to it. I figured it would just, stop. It doesn't. So one turn, okay. Pump 25 full strokes, then close the pump. Hold a match at the burner, which is right inside there. See, hold match at burner. Move red fuel lever to light or high, and it shows you that, light, high. So that's high is the position you light it in. As soon as burner lights, open pump one turn and pump for 30 seconds, which is roughly 30 pumps. Then close the pump. To extinguish or if fuel or flames appear below burner, immediately turn red fuel lever off and allow the stove to cool. So pretty simple. So we'll start with our 25 full strokes. Now this pump, there's a little hole right in the center, so you're going to pull it out, and then you put your thumb over the hole, close it off, and you push it in. That's how you build pressure. Really simple pump design. So that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay, close the pump, one turn, and then hopefully I can get my torch to light again. Okay, we're lit. I'm going to hold that. I'll hold it over here so you can kind of see it. And we're going to light that off. Get it on high. Oh, nope, not good. Okay, so show you what happened. So I actually had fuel leaking out of the valve right here. So either this is not tight, it's a little nut right here. Either that's not tight enough, or the little rubber O-ring in there needs to be replaced, or something. Something's not right with it. Let me grab a wrench here. Convenient thing about being out in the workshop to do this is I've got all my tools right here accessible. Man, what size is that? Like a 3/8 maybe? Well, I'll tell you what size it is. It's this size. Boy, these wrenches are handy. Alright. So I just want to check and make sure that this little nut is tight. And then if it's not, then we'll... Oh, see, it moved. I got it to move a little bit. Tighten up. Okay. Does that still spray out of there? Nope, not spraying out. Okay, good. So we can try this again. Alright. Okay. Put this over here. I'm just going to turn that knob on. Here we go. It's lit. Hey, it works. All right, now I gotta pump it. Another 30 strokes. So you notice that tube. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. Okay, sorry, got distracted. This tube that runs across the top, ooh, that's good. It's nice and warm, good and toasty. This tube that runs across the top, the stove works kind of like a still would, in the sense of you've got a tube that runs across the top, and in a still, the tube that runs across the top would be to take vapors and condense them down into a liquid. This one takes the liquid that's coming up out of the fuel can, takes the liquid, and as it sees the heat from the stove, that liquid becomes a vapor. And so what we're doing is we're just burning vapors right here. So now that I've got it pumped up and it's running the way it should, I can actually turn this down so that's low. That's nice about this thing, it's actually really adjustable. So that's, whoo, that scared me. Stop that. Okay, I'm not going to touch it. So, okay, so that's high. And you see that the flame is really orange. If I remember right, as the fuel runs through that tube and as it gets nice and vaporized, that flame will actually become more of a nice blue. The orange high flames will go away, and it'll just have that nice blue flame. It'll look a lot like this other stove does. So this is really cool for me to know that this actually, still works. Makes me really happy. Of course, I hold my hand over it, and I'm getting a lot of really good heat up here. So this thing probably works as good as, if not better, than the other one over here. The what is this? Propane? I don't even know. It's probably a mix of like butane. Yeah, okay. So propane, isobutane, and butane. So this works well, but this other one can work just as well, and fuel is cheaper, easier to come by. The only difference really is that this one packs easier than this one, and that one is also easier to use. This one, you saw with the pumping it up and all that, and as you use it, of course, you're naturally going to lose pressure, and so you'll have to pump it up some more, and that's okay. So anyways, so far it's not exploded on me, and I've got good heat out of it. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it doesn't go down to that low blue flame. I don't remember. Or maybe it's just so cold out here that it's having a hard time getting there. Because it is quite chilly out here. I don't know if you can probably, you see my breath. It is chilly out. I don't know what the exact temperature is. I didn't look at the thermometer, but it's cold out. So, but anyways, I'm really glad to see this thing work, see it in action. I've seen some of these. They come with like a little windshield around them. It's just a metal shield that goes around this. As a matter of fact, I think my dad's got one like that. It's got the little metal shield that goes around it to block wind from coming in here and putting your fire out. Because that would be a really bad day if that happened. So. But so far, this thing is just running like a top. I did see in the instructions on it, if you needed to, you could put like a little bit of fire paste in there to help warm up the tube a little faster. And you would put it, like before you actually light this thing, you'd put it down next to that burner assembly, and you'd light that first, and you'd let it warm up the tube. You just put it right under the tube, let it warm that up, and then that's actually really convenient, because then you can just turn this on and it'll light off of your fire paste that you put in there and got burning. So that's up on high, and already my orange flames have kind of died down. I'm getting more of that low blue flame in there, so that's good. Yeah, this thing's working great. Coleman Dual Fuel 533. I don't know what the current model is. This was awesome like 10 years ago. So I don't know, more than that, because I've had this thing. Oh, let's see. When did I get it? I got it when I was in high school sometime. So I could have had this thing for like, I don't know, 12 years, something like that. I guess that really tells you how old I am, because if I was in high school 12 years ago, then that would make me, yeah, you guessed it, old. No, not really. Not that old. I'm still pretty young. A lot of people look at me and go, ah, young buck, whatever. But yeah, this is working great. Burning off. And I'm not worried about like ventilation in here. This shed has a lot of air leaks. It's very well ventilated. I don't have the door open, but I'm not worried about it at all because this thing ventilates very well. I'm not going to have any issues. So I think what I'm going to do now, actually you can see it's down really low. That orange flame is just about gone out of it completely. It's just burning right away there. I could even put a little thing on there right now to either boil water, or if I had like a pan, plop a pan on there, I could fry some bacon or some eggs or whatever, make some breakfast. Which is a really weird thing to think about because it's not even breakfast time right now. It is, hold on a second, I will tell you, 8:24 at night. That is the PM hour. So, but yeah, no, I wanted to play with this and see if it would work, and it does work, and I'm really happy about that. So, maybe I'll actually get a chance to use this thing this summer. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if I do a little bit of backpacking, just take it with me instead of the other stove. Just try it out. I've gone backpacking with it before, and it always works just fine. Like it's a good stove. It works good. Obviously, as you can tell, it takes it a while to actually heat up that tube. I've been running it for, oh man, I don't even know. I'd have to look at the timer on the camera later. Not right now. Not right now. Well, no, I can look right now. What is it? So I'm at 8 minutes right now. 8 minutes and it got to there, which is where it should be. The orange flame is all but gone. It's just blue flame now, which is good. You want that blue, nice hot blue flame. Oh man, that feels so nice. My hands are so cold. That'd be a really bad time for it to flare up right there. But no, this thing runs great. It's a good stove. So if you're looking at getting one, if you want a Coleman stove just like mine, then go buy one. I would highly recommend it. This is a great little stove. It works fantastically for me, and I would sincerely hope that anyone else that had one of these things would have just as much luck with it as what I have. So I'm actually going to go ahead and shut it down right now, just because don't need it going. We can shut it off. Maybe we can shut it off. Oh, it doesn't want to. Why is that so? Oh, because we tightened the nut. There we go. It's just stiff. Anyways, so if you liked today's video, go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Share it with your friends, and we'll see you later.